Hey, source, Markiplier here. Our main story tonight is about otakus, weeaboos and the casuals. First, you marinate the chicken in a vinegar lemon mixture, add in 2 bay leaves and wait. Wrong info. Today, we will talk about weeaboos, why Fidel hates them, and the differences between anyone using a shitty aim barking cat for a profile picture, and a devout Japaophile who has a katana collection, praises anything and everything Japanese and declares his nationality and every other country other than Japan as absolutely shit. Fidel states that the worst Japaophiles, or weeaboos, are the non-Asian ones, or the really autistic ones, or those who are so fucking stupid that he swears to God, Sita and every other deity on earth excluding the ones possibly worshipped by the North Seatalis that he will prefer to hold a plutonium core undergoing criticality and die of 11 or more different cancers instead of spending an hour talking with these fucking retards and contracting its much worse cancer, which is what he calls weed malady. Once upon a time there were Picts, and later on there were Yaowas. The Picts mostly disappeared due to Christianity and Yaowas took out the hunter-gatherers of Japan and mostly evolved into Kofus due to Shintoism and eventually Buddhism. The Picts later evolved into the Scots and eventually at some point in time everyone in Albio turned into a British citizen, aka either Scottish, English, Northern Irish or Welsh. Kofus on the other hand evolved into, well, Yamatoese, however you say it, Ainus, lol, Anus, and eventually Japanese people in general. What does Japan and Great Britain both have in common? They used to be empires. Foreigners went into their lands and changed their technologies forever. And they both drive on the left. Differences. One of them actually faced Napoleon, one had a series of fucking civil wars reaching all of its territories, and one didn't have guns until the Portuguese went into their lands and gave them tempura, as well as Jesus. Japan got their guns from Europeans, specifically the Portuguese, not from China, Korea, Mongolia, France, the USA, or whatever weeaboo bullshit you have. No, every foot soldier and even samurai at the time were told to be armed with a Tegasima matchlock and not Kyojutsu Yumibaos, meaning that the last samurai is mostly full of complete horse shit. For something unrelated yet terrifying, during World War II Japan were fucking experimenting with live humans and torturing them with the bubonic plague in the name of science in a secret laboratory complex known as Unit 731. If there is something worse than Japan in terms of civil rights it's probably World War II Germany or modern Swaziland. Another thing that Japan probably never had, like the British, were fucking crossbows. A lot of sheep fuckers would say that the crossbow is beaten by the longbow due to a bunch of aerodynamic shit. But the main reason why the Battle of Crécy was a major defeat for the French who had hired the best crossbowmen in the world at the time, the fucking Genoese crossbow mercenaries straight out of modern-day Genoa, Italy, was because the French were fucking stupid at using them. They forgot to utilize the pavises that protected the crossbowmen from the longbows of the English, which made them lose multiple wars against the English, including proto-good Hitler Napoleon Bonaparte's battle against them. Yes, that Napoleon, the one who once invaded most of Europe and made the unholy mess that is the Holy Roman Empire disappear from the face of this earth. Otakus and weeaboos do have something in common. Both tend to cosplay as AIM characters, uncommonly men dressing up as women, like how Fidel roleplays as women in RP games in Roblox. Wow, what a faggot. Both devote more of their love and knowledge into AIM than basic human functions adapted to social life and basic healthy survival skills, and so on and so forth. But weeaboos are so proud, devout and defensive of Japan to the point that they'll commit pseudo-yodo or whatever it is in order to retain obsolete samurai honor. This is 2016 people, not feudal Japan. It's because of these weeaboos that casual AIM fans like Fidel get attacked and persecuted by haters. As a side note for haters, if you hate AIM, damn it, natural reader can't pronounce anime properly, just please target AIM itself and say AIM sucks balls and at least compare it to something with better animation, like comparing KonoSuba's simple, redundant animation to Spawn's excellent graphics, instead of calling anyone a weeaboo even though they're casual. Speaking of AIM, Fidel knows that AIM is what a fucking flabbergasted, damn it. Fidel knows that AIM is shit, because Rick and Morty, Family Guy, The Simpsons, and a bunch of other cartoons are capable of making subplots, aka another story for the other characters while the ones in the middle of the main plot get to do their job, as a way to continually spend their time. The people who make AIM just couldn't get the funds to do that and decide to just follow the manga, visual novel or light novel that they are adapting by stretching a huge amount of time, be lazy about animating the mouth, etc. Still, could be worse since Sword Art Online literally has the worst story on earth. Just kidding. Kane and Lynch 2, Dog Days Rose Maiden 2 Ruxbull Food Fight and the My Little Pony for Fix that Jerome wrote when he was 14 were all way worse. It's pronounced Jerome, damn it. Now a message to weeaboos. Please stop doing the following things that become the reason why Fidel and many other people hate you so motherfucking much. 1. Claiming that Japan is the best country and any other country is shit without any sort of proof. 2. Being so fucking cancerous about number 1. No wait, sorry, calling weeps cancerous is an offense to cancer itself. 3. Getting your idea of what Japan looks like out of AIM and learning Japanese from it. And 4. Showing off your collection of Japanese goods that nobody will ever give a flying shit about. The third and fourth one may be categorized to otakus as well, but at least most if not all otakus don't do numbers 1 to 2. Or maybe just 1, but never mind. Actually fuck it, the most effective way to quarantine weeaboos is to disconnect them from the internet. Tap into their phones and their webcams, and if anyone does so much as kiss a body pillow of a 12-year-old girl, please swat them immediately and send them to a nearby correctional facility. Thanks. In conclusion, please don't go hot shit about Japan because human civilization only started several thousands of years ago. Sure, Japan experienced the Yayoi period where there's a sudden increase in agriculture, but during that time the Roman Empire was already taking over Gaul whilst building massive concrete structures that easily dwarf Japanese shrines and castles of the time. To be honest, Fidel hasn't studied Yayoi and Asuka culture farther than this yet. He only knows Japan's history to about the point when the Horyuji was built and around the Seigoku and their military, their weapons, architecture, clans, culture, the Portuguese giving them arquebuses and however the fuck you pronounce this, which led to the invention of tempura, and probably other things, because he knows plenty of stuff about Japan. Does this classify Fidel as a weeaboo? Of course not, you bloody awful git. He knows a lot about history because he has to if he needs to win an argument, and in an argument involving logic, science, history or anything that requires 100% accuracy to fact, the truth is more important than people's feelings. And if you're wearing logic armor in the middle of an argument related to something you don't know and you still claim you're right even if you're proven wrong, and it's mostly because of this emotion inside you driven by dopamine calling you to never give up because a ratu taught you about it, then you are either below 18 or are so over the top self-righteous that you are confined to your own little world where you see everything you say is right and everyone else who express their opinions that contradict yours will immediately be struck by God's lightning bolt. Seriously, if you're that kind of person right now, please disconnect your internet and grow the fuck up before coming back mature. So remember kids, if you are but that, please stop sitting on your chair for extended periods of time, and we'll see you next week. Shit piss mung tart willy cock wang tits willy cock shit fuck shit fuck shit piss mung tart willy fuck. Dear Leafy, your excellent video regarding how AIM is ending the YouTube community by one generation has become so effective at attacking weeaboos that it's causing collateral damage to non-weeaboos, otakus and Mubarak's corrupt government in Egypt. Well done. I hope you target those shitty Katana and Oglark cultists next.